Okay, I have to talk fast. Remember I was telling you about ancestry? Well, I'm going to show you my through line. It explains a little bit about my family before I go into talking about my family breakdown. So here, through the true line, well, first, well, I have over 11,000 people on my family tree. I have 15,000 DNA matches. So I want to go in and show you the true line. And this is where you can look at your ancestors and how they connect. It starts with your parents. You see Gilbert and Helen, my father and my mother. Then it goes to your grandparents, John, Ruby, Barry Doyle, who we're going to talk about first, Lucille Green, and it go all the way down to your fifth generation. Also on here, if you get an update, it will show you. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. See here where it's saying this could be my potential fifth great grandfather. So I need to go in and do that research. And then also, if there's a DNA match, it would say updated, and you just click in, and it'll come up. I'm not going to search for the DNA match because, as you can see, this is my fifth great grandfather. Under my fourth, I have 26 DNA match, so I'm not going to go through it and find it. It goes across, these are all his siblings, and you see the DNA matches. So it'll take me all day to find it. But just to give you an example, here is a half fourth great grand aunt. Then it'll go all the way down to that DNA match. It'll show you that it's a half cousin, one time removed DNA match. And then it goes all the way back up to who it is and how you see kin. And if I go back across, let's go back across. So like I was saying, you can go through, and like I say here with me, this is my fifth great grandfather, my fourth, then my third, second. This is on my grandfather's champagne, and then my grandmother, my mother. And like I said, you can come back up and you can spread it out, and then it'll show y'all the children under my fourth great grandfather and all the DNA matches that goes with it. And like I said, you can just expand it down, and it would tell you the DNA matches. Like here's a fifth cousin, and it shows the fourth, third, second, first, all the way up, and going all the way up back up to my fifth great grandfather. So I wanted to show you that so you know what I'm talking about. So let's go back out here, and I'll try to show you guys. Um, let's go into, like I said, go down to the fifth generation. So I'm going to try to find. See, okay, here, William Ardor is my fifth great grandfather. His wife Sarah. Let's click into Sarah's name. So here's Sarah's name. And see this lady here, she put in information too. See, there's me. And this is my fifth great grandmother. And if you go down, it'll tell everybody in between. There's me, my mom, her father, Barry Doyle, which is my grandfather, his mom, her dad, his dad, his dad. Then there's 8 more DNA matches. And then here's a cousin who's doing it. And she's a third cousin. And it'll show up from where she stems from. She's a third cousin. It shows the second cousin, first cousin. Then Benjamin Clay Doyle is my granddaddy Barry uncle. So no, yeah, uncle, cause him and my granddaddy are no, yeah. Hold on, I'm saying it wrong. My granddaddy, Barry Doyle daddy. This is my granddaddy's mama's brother, Benjamin Clay Doyle, which make it my grandfather's uncle, and it'll go all the way back up, take you all the way back up. And remember, I was telling you about that town, Doylestown. That's how you connect the dot. It'll give you these family members' name, and then you have to go look. And I'm going to talk about all that in the next video. But let's go over here and take a look at my family tree. Oh, you can also do discovery. When they discover people, it'll tell you and it'll give you the information. And you just got to go in and review the information and make it match. And then it'll show you down here, like the birthdays of your ancestors. There go my daughters. My daughter birthdays are coming up, so it's telling me that their birthdays are coming up. It keeps up with a lot of stuff. I know a lot of people don't like ancestry, but it keeps up with a lot of stuff. It'll give a wedding anniversary, all kind of stuff. But we're going to go over here to the family tree. So here's the tree. And my tree has 11,000 people. As you can see, my tree is big. But we're going to do Barry Doyle first. So we're going to go into his side of the tree. I didn't mean to do that. So it's showing the Tremere because he's a Tremere. But here's Sabrina. So here is Barry. And Barry was married to another woman. So her stuff popped up too. And here's, you see William T. Doyle. And then if you expand it up, it goes all the way up to my granddaddy's. Like my fifth great grandmother, fifth great granddaddy. Then it goes up. And then earlier today, it added in John Doyle. And then, like, if you want to go in and look, you just click it. And then it'll tell you, like, where is he from, where he's from, where he died. And then if you want to see, like, you want to match some stuff. This is how you get your DNA match. You got to go in there and be matching up these people you got to read, make sure you got the dates right, and it'll tell you, like, see, it'll get a birthday, where they're from, the kids name, and you just hit yes, and then you have to click to make sure it goes onto your tree and match up and save. And then, like I said, if somebody has a DNA match, it'll show up. And let me go. I'm gonna go back and show y'all about Dr. Oliver Miller Dorr, who's discovered Takor. Um, as soon as I think the record save is still there. My computer keep freezing up. So let's go. But this is my family tree, and like I said, you can go all the way down, break it all the way back down and stuff. But we're gonna go. Let's go back over. So I can show y'all about Oliver Miller Dorr. Go back to the through line, and I can show you that real quick. So let's go down. Let's go back down to who I'm looking for here. Not there. Well, not there. I'm gonna go up a little bit. I'm gonna go up to like the 4th. Okay, James B. Dorr and Jane Alexander Dorr, 4th great grandparents. So remember, I was telling you about the man that discovered Takor. Is he not on this one? He's not on this one. Okay, yes he is. So okay, there's me. There's DNA matches. My cousin. Let's expand this out under my 3rd great grandfather. Has 20 DNA matches. There. These are all my 3rd great grandfather kids. And there go the gentleman that discovered Takor, Dr. Oliver M. Dorr. It was him. And remember, the Sage man and the Alexander man. Remember, I was telling you that. And if you scroll down, those are his children. There's a 3rd cousin, and 2nd cousin, 1st cousin, which is I think his son. And then there's my grandfather and me. See, and it's 5 more matches under my grandfather DNA, and then my mom. And then if you go across, if you scroll across, there's other brothers and sister DNA matches. Here is one DNA match, and it shows you. And like I said, the names would change because people get married. Then here, there's 12 more DNA matches, and there's a DNA match of 4th cousin. And let me show you this, how you look at the ethnicity of what y'all have in common for your ancestors breakdown. Hopefully, it'll pop up. Okay. So when you go into see do you see that would say your DNA match? I don't understand all of that. But anyway, it'll show you we're connected through my grandparents. And it'll show you their family tree. Then you can go into the ethnicity. And this is finna cut off, but I wanted to show you this real quick. Hopefully I get enough time. See what we have in common. And remember I told you, okay, remember what I told you? It's not that we have 2%, we're 2% Irish. What it means is, if it's another page I can go to, they took 3% of Irish people, or people from Ireland. And out of the 3%, 2% of them had the same DNA breakdown as we did. Same way with all the other stuff. So it's not that we have 2% Irish in us. No, this is statistics. What they do is take a group of people. I'm gonna try to say it in a better way. Say if I had 100 people and 90% of them had the same DNA. That's basically what they did. They took 3% of people, 2% of them had the same DNA breakdown. And it shows you that. And like I said, and this is my 4th cousin, granddaddy side, on my mom's side. And like I said, you can see all of this. It just breaks it down. I want to show you this so y'all can know what I'm talking about and stuff, and how do I connect and everything. And remember I told you about in the first video about knowing my grandmother was a Ramsey. I'm going to show you how I know that my granddaddy's mom was a Ramsey. Let me find that name. Let me find it. Okay, here's a Ramsey. Not that one. That one don't have no connect, so I have to go down a little farther. Let's go back down. I'm trying to hurry up for my time run out on my film. Let me go down some. I have a lot of stuff. I've been doing this over 10 years, probably longer than that. So I do have a lot of information. A lot of people contact me too, asking me questions, especially about the Cherokee Indian part. And I don't know. I just read a lot and try to find stuff. And then I try to connect stuff. And this is what I like to do. So when y'all wondering what I'm doing, when y'all think I'm doing nothing, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to find it here. Let me hurry up. I don't know if this is the one. I don't think it is. No, that's not it either. I'm trying to get to the right one so y'all can see. My computer just goes slow. Okay, come on. Okay. So it wasn't that one. Let me go. I'm trying to find it here. may not be able to find it yet. I'm going to have to come back to it because clearly, um, maybe it was this one. I was trying to show y'all this, how I linked the information, but I got to find the right names. Oh, time is going by quick. Now my computer want to act up. So I may not be able to show you guys. It just want to act up and not act right. Yep, it's acting up. That's why nothing is loading in. It's acting up. So when I get ready to talk about that part, I guess I have to break it down. Okay, here. Remember I told you about me finding out that Sabrina really wasn't a Prather. She's a Ramsey and stuff. Well, this is when I told you that the young lady's son did the DNA. That's how I knew we was a kin. But I'm gonna have to go through. This is not the Ramsey one, but that showed her half brother. And then I need to find the one that links the Ramsey to it. I had it. So much stuff changing here, and I have to be careful because sometimes that's why I write everything down. Because sometimes I take stuff off, I put it back in, and me trying to find these names and show you guys what I'm seeing is hard to do. Because I can't keep up with everything, but I try. I try. Oh my God, I cannot believe I can't find this, and my time is getting ready to go out. And I know as soon as this go out, I'm gonna find it. There it is. And my time getting ready to go out. Remember when I told you guys that my grandmother was a Ramsey? See, here it is. Here's my mom. Here's her dad. Here's his mom. Here's her mom, which somebody put in as a Prather because her mom married a Prather and had Henry Prather. But her dad is James Ramsey. And his dad is John Ramsey. And fifth great grandfather is Thomas Ramsey. Then here go the DNA matches. Here we have DNA matches. And you can see I snapped out of it. But that's how you find stuff. You have to go in there and you got to connect it and you got to look and you got to have information, because if you got information, you can put names in and find stuff. But if you don't have no information, nobody giving you information, then it's going to be hard to connect stuff. So here it is. My fifth great grandfather, Thomas Francis Ramsey. And the story was true but not true. It wasn't my grandfather's mother. It was her mother that was Old Man Ramsey from Toccoa, Georgia. And all these people migrated here from Ireland or Scotland from over there. I think they all came here together looking for a better life. I had read a story about the Doors, and it was saying that how they came here for a better life because there was like a potato famine over in Ireland, and they had to, they didn't have nothing, so they migrated here. But again, so this is how I found out that my second great grandmother, that's Big Sabrina, her daddy is a Ramsey, Old Man Ramsey, and here's some DNA matches that linked up. And like I said, you just have to, it's going to give you, if you do the DNA test, it's going to link up. It's going to give you, these are all pain. And what's funny is this name here, I saw under another family member name. Like I told my mom, all these people migrated here, and it might have been some crossing somewhere, but the DNA, like I said, Paynes, Ramsey, all of them. And this is under the Ramseys. And as you see, it's some Paynes too. But my granddaddy, Sam Payne, he was actually out of Florida. He was adopted. But I found his stuff too. But again, that's what I was telling y'all. If you got a little bit of information, you can get this. Now let's go back over here to this family tree. And maybe I can show you a little bit of that too. The computer is just so slow. So let's go back over to the tree. So what happened like the tree? Okay, if you go in the tree, let's do berry door. And you can click into this and find stuff about people. Like here, I want to do this, show you how I found that story about my family. Because people put stuff in here. And like I said, you have to read. You have to go and read, and you have to load up documents. I don't see it under her. Let me see if it's under here. You have to go read. Okay, here's the story about the Doors coming here. That's how I connected them to Doorstown, because it tells you here. You see that? You see where it says, my great-grandfather James Doors came from Wexford, Ireland in 50, and settled in Pennsylvania and was instrumental in the settlement of Doorstown. And remember, I said that in my other video about Doorstown, how they built that inn, and it's still there today. It's known as Starbucks. And then it tells about later Mary, I guess it said later moved to Maryland. And my grandfather William Dorr was born in Hagerstown on December 24th, 1780. That's my fifth great grandfather. Then he moved over to Pennington District, now Anderson County, which is Anderson, South Carolina. Remember I told you that? And all of this, like I said, you have to go read the stories, and it'll give you information about your family, and then you have to connect the dots and stuff. So this is the second video. The third video, we're going to go digging into the Doors and trying to figure out their lifestyle and how they got here and everything about them. And then we'll move on to the next person and just keep it going.